And we go ahead and we save things. We load back up without the translation patch. We get our C's on. I've got this going at 10x speed. It'll still take about 2 minutes to go through all of the plot and stuff. Maybe even more than that. I don't remember. It goes on for a long time. And it's pretty unimportant. So you might as well just skip ahead to the scene where the birds are flying and you see the statues. And then the chapter scroll and the unit scroll, and then the final indicator. Okay, and everybody's gone and run off, and then we have the sort of epilogue, what happens after, that is also scrolling through and takes a while. And his name was Solis. Alright, and so this, I believe, is the special scene that you only get with the 4As. It's kind of anticlimactic, and it really doesn't fit the general color scheme I expected. It's a lot more vibrant, and those tropical birds were just... it felt out of place, like it was from a different game. Anyway, that was my kind of thoughts on it. And then we go ahead, we get the scroll through, which just yet again proves that everything has happened as I said it happened. 11 turns, 29, 33, 29, 29, 33, 23, 23, 17, 16, 15, and 15. For a total of 273 turns, which beats my personal goal of a sub 300, but is definitely nowhere near quick compared to some of the other runs I've seen. And then it just scrolls through the various units here, showing who got how many wins and how many losses. You'll notice that the losses column will be 0 all the way down. And one thing really telling about the difference in enemy density between generations 1 and 2 is that most of the kills in Generation 1 column are on the order of 30 or 40 so, with Ozzel being an exception of I needed to baby that kid a whole lot of kills to get him the levels he needed. But then when we get to Generation 2, we'll start to see some power players with like 70 kills, so... yeah, that's not even considering the amount of enemies that I just nuke by early seizes in the second generation, whereas that was almost unheard of in Generation 1. That said, this was a fun personal challenge. I enjoy the idea behind ranked play in the Fire Emblem games an awful lot. my favorite Fire Emblem games have ranking criteria, which gives me something more to do than just speed through them, trying to achieve some sort of balance. But I fully understand ranking is not everybody's cup of tea. That said, the ranks were not as difficult to achieve as I'd initially assumed. The only difficult one being survival, not letting anybody die. But that was more just tedious than anything else. Because you could always start the chapter over from the main chapter save from scratch. And if you're meticulous about recording what you're doing, then, you know, it just makes you waste time and not actually much else. But yeah, no, I stomped experience. Only missed 5 levels in the first generation and no levels in the second generation. And here's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Apparently this took me 160 some hours to go through. I'll take its word for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the commentary and watching the playthrough. I know I enjoyed putting it together, even though it was a lot of work and at times a little frustrating. That's all.